All right, yes, so welcome back to your Balanced Diet Entertainment this morning. And of course, we know so don't enter another bus stop, and this one that concerned the Tory they cook on top of our burner. Over the weekend and yesterday, we public holiday, we know so they celebrate our country's Independence Day. 57 years old. If now adult now, we will talk say the person don't pass, the person is now getting to elder, if not an elder, at this point in time. And a lot of people, they come outside, they ask the question when it comes to the Nigerian dream. Now, what will be this Nigerian dream to you? Will we ever get the Nigerian dream? Where will they for inside that Nigerian dream? And where will they propose to go for inside this Nigerian dream? Of course, we know say a lot of people, if you walk out the streets of Nigeria on average, if you just walk and meet a young person, ask him if he knows or if he recites the second stanza of our national anthem, a lot of them no go even remember them. And if you know our national anthem, you go know say our national anthem na prayer, where every one of us supposed to pray every day, one way or the other. And based on this one, we don't took them on top of our table this morning, say we need to prefer a solution to the Nigerian dream, if he ever they available. We get an in-house guest with us now. We go also check him out on top of this matter. A very familiar face, and is always welcome on top the Balanced Diet of Entertainment. We get Dakpo Banjo Mister. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh.
Yes,
good morning, Nigerians, and happy independence.
Yeah, now still in the independence spirit. I know, say, for inside the president's speech, one of the things where you come outside talk, say, no one and no group go actually separate Nigeria or dismember Nigeria. Now, preferring solution, what would be the best way to handle groups where they try to bring disunity to the country?
Thank you, it's very important. Make I start from English so that I go free flow into Pidgin. Well, it's very important. Say government is taking the right step now. Before now, I think government know they take or has not taken the right step. For me, Boko Haram no fit for no day big like them they now. If to say the government of that time do the thing where they're supposed to do. Don't forget, say, it takes some time before government even declared Boko Haram as a terrorist group. At the initial stage when they started, they said, na insurgency. They just they asked for something. But people no still engage them. Most of the time, when you have insurgency, before it grow into a big monster, where government would come they struggle to handle, waiting government supposed to do be say, look for a way. They always start in one place or the other, and that place go fall into one state. You will expect, say, the local government where they the local government person where they are supposed to engage them. What are you people doing here? What do you want? In go cascade that kind of thing to the state. The state go say, no, we not go feel allow this kind of thing, make it they happen. When, the last time we problem they for my 12, where Hausa people and Yoruba people won't cause, but they come out, go there by himself, go find out what thing they happen for here. I don't want this kind of thing for this state, and then stop them. Now, only one day that problem lasts. Lack of engagement, whenever problem day, it is so normal. They talk about these things sometimes. You know if you step on somebody's toes, except you, the person close to you, where. If I dey here, and the other person dey with you elegba, I cannot step on his toes. So for people to step on each other's toes, it means say that they live very close or they very close to themselves. So there is no way where people go day like that when they cohabitate or they occupy the same area. Maybe then they live for there or then they do business for there. Problem must arise. And when the problem can't arise, the thing where we do to solve them, now the main thing. The one where they very public now, where they very loud, now the declaration of IPOB as a terrorist group. The thing be say, if you go look and check activities, if government is now seeing that if you no quickly attack this thing, it will be wahala. Make I tell you the antecedents of waiting they happen for Naija. Terrorist group, for instance, when Boko Haram start, they no get face. Then suddenly they put face to them. By the time they put face to them and they see the things where they do, they declare them as a terrorist group. You go wonder, say, headsmen, where they cause katakata, in fact, they don't kill more people than Boko Haram. Record have it say they don't kill more people than Boko Haram. But you get face to Fulani headsmen or headsmen, you don't get face to them. So you cannot say it's a terrorist organization because face no day. Al-Qaeda became a terrorist group because we know, say, Osama bin Laden day. Al-Shabaab, they get people where they represent them. Kanu don't show him face as the one where they in charge of IPOB. So government feel say, okay, since we don't put face to this kind thing where they happen for here, we feel declare them. Now, some other school of thought, they say, no, you don't feel declare them because Fulani headsmen, they operate, but they don't get face. They Kaduna, today, na Kaduna, tomorrow na Ondo, the next one na Enugu. Who you feel hold? You know fit.
You know, that's one side of it because this thing now, it be like many-edged sword. I love the fact that you talked about insecurity. I want to bring it back to restructuring. There's been a lot of clamoring. Say, make we restructure, make we restructure. I just want to ask your opinion. Do you think restructuring will help us at the time where we're there now?
Make a quick talk and say, we no go they talk about restructuring today. The noise what we they make now, we no go reach this level if to say we don't enjoy good governance. Now, because good governance no day, that's why people they agitate now, say, make we restructure, make this one happen, make that one happen. All this why is it? I mean, waiting. Does it mean say people they sleep? Not be say we they sleep, but people they expect say things go day better, things go get better, things go get better. But as you know they get better, make we kukuma look for waiting go make them better for people. Now, restructuring for me. They get one side and they think say, okay, if we go that route, if it they okay. If we go this route, if it they okay. For me now, for instance, restructuring, it be like say the noise they come from Southeast the more. And that is waiting they give energy to IPOB. But look at, maybe the South is supposed to they agitate for some things, not be saying make them they ask for Biafra. Why I talk am? Southwest, 6 states. Northeast, like 7 states. North Central, 6 states. If you look at the 6 geopolitical zone where we get, the Southeast, now only Southeast get only 5 states. So if Southeast, they agitate now, say, give us 1 extra state. And maybe that one will create the kind of balance where we want, and they will stop feeling marginalized. Okay, it's a good one. If waiting the Southeast they ask for now say, okay, in the next 4 years or in the next 8 years, so we want an Igbo president to emerge for this Nigeria. And that is our agitation, making sure that the Southeastern people, they together, understand themselves, live together, make them come out with one single agenda. We not gonna get this problem where we get. But it be like say, Kanu no get people where they advise him. The Igbo people were supposed don't sit down say, okay, you know what? All this while the Republic of Biafra where they ask for, we don't try them. Now civil war in Lanto. This is a guy we don't escape now. Me, I don't think say military, Nigerian military get that guy. That guy don't come up for Naija. Now, my belief be that. And information in the public domain, they say maybe it passed through Malaysia, it don't enter London as of today. But people, they think, say, maybe it's still there here, maybe not military, maybe Python don't dance, catch him, or something. But the truth be say, that guy, if he don't escape. Now, you don't leave all the people where they lead for Naija again. If Python dance now, come kill so many other people for Southeast, where Nnamdi they? Nnamdi don't come out.
Now, even like us, because now they talk about marginalization, and everybody for Nigeria, they complain, say they have been marginalized one way or the other. This marginalization, what they talk of, and the need for us to bring a representative from our country for any work to be done in any sector, you feel say they're necessary because even our this current administration are looking for people who are competent, not necessarily about this tribe or the other. If you can do the work where it also if you do and make people see them. You know, feel say that one now waiting we need to focus on rather than marginalization. They segregate me, they don't segregate me for the country.
This thing depends on ideology. For instance, some people for Naija believe in one ideology. My own political ideology be say, I believe in a system, in a political system where everybody get 1 or 2 things to say, to contribute to how we want to be governed. We don't see so many other countries of the world where they the kind problem, where get the kind problem, and they the kind problem where we dey now, and they don't solve them. Now, another very major thing be say, some ideologies, political ideologies say, select some people, elect some people, where go they take decision on your behalf. Both of them get their advantages or disadvantages. Now, if you say, if to say all the people where they Buhari cabinet today, all of them be Ibira people. We just consider, for example, and they are technocrats. They are people who get the interest of this nation in their heart and they want Nigeria to move forward, there is every possibility say we feel no get problem. Even though all of them are from the same place, not be say this one be Hausa, this one be Igbo, and all of them come together to say one agenda for Nigeria. Let us make sure electricity day and it is enough. And they are all either Yoruba people or Hausa people, and they move this country forward. While I no go there.
Because of time, I just want to ask you this final question, because you talk about you starting up an agitation and then running away. Now, let's look at the role of community leaders and even state governors in fighting agitations like this. Now, in the President's 57th independence speech, he talks, say, I did very disappointed, say, responsible leaders of these communities, not they warn their hot-headed youths what the country actually don't go through. Those who were there should tell those who were not there the consequences of this agitation. What will be the role of community leaders?
You see, community will not get agenda for the youth will not be able to rise up to any uproar or anything where they happen for that community. When you dey one community, make we pick any instance, maybe in Lagos, maybe in Mushin. And in Mushin, the only thing where your community, the youth in your community, they do, now to do bus conductor, and they drive bus, no form of education, no form of enlightenment, you are not engaging them. This thing is about engagement. So when you have touts, we constitute the majority of youth for your area, any stupid person feel come and you know, just ginger them to make trouble and then go follow. But if they are busy people, when you don't engage, they have work with them, they do, and they are making money inside their pocket. Listen, a nation will never rise beyond the education, the enlightenment, and the involvement of the youth of that nation. And that includes Nigeria.
Wow, well we need to hold you there because time no be our friend today. We thank you very much, Mr. Akpobanjo, say you come. The state of the nation is something where we know if you talk at one sitting. Because look at all the various angles, and yet there's still talking points on some of these things. We hope say we go get you sometime soon.
Anytime.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we see I'm on top of the Good Morning Naija show today. If you missed it today, just don't worry. Go and catch us on top YouTube. Some of the clips of the shows go there. And you still follow us on all our social media handles. We did there. The conversation still they go on. My name is Nomotune Lolo, one of every. Get better day for work.
And I still remain Uvi Ehikiamasoy.
More updates tomorrow on the Las Vegas saga. I remain Luchi in Obong.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.